Saturday the 30th of August, Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold. Who is going to win? I ain't boring you. I'm getting straight to the chorus. Darren Till all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. That's that. Yeah, you don't even need to watch the rest of the video, but I'm still going to break it down. Why does Darren Till win? Because Luke Rockhold is not a boxer. And either's Darren Till, but he's still a far better striker and has more boxing experience than Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold has none. And now he's going in fighting against Darren Till, who's won his last few fights, be it against, YouTubers, wannabes, whatever you want to say, people in shape or out of shape, trying to fight. And now, it's a very sort of easy to dismiss whoever he beats. But let's take this fight seriously. Luke Rockhold, getting in his mojo, reminds me a bit of Bradley Cooper, a bit of that vibe, like this sort of, he knows he's a model catwalk sort of guy. And he's like, yeah, you don't know what I got. We do know what you got, and we do know that you're bringing zero to the table in terms of boxing striking with gloves on. It's totally different. It's a different sport. And Luke Rockhold, for me, doesn't have everyone has a chance, but he's a slim and none. And Darren Till is going to beat him quite well if he just sticks to that left hand. Rockhold's got limited head movement. He's strong though, that's the thing. But when you take kicks and everything else out of the equation, Luke Rockhold doesn't have a cat in hell's chance of beating Darren Till in a striking contest as far as I'm concerned. He was more jiu-jitsu. He was better on the ground. He had good leg kicks. Take all that away. No, he doesn't have a chance. So Darren Till beats Luke Rockhold. I'm done with it. There's no other debate for it. I think it's going to be just a comfortable win. Maybe knockout. I can imagine he'll break him down systematically. He's younger. He's stronger. I think they're a similar age in a way, but yeah, no, they're not. Darren Till is younger and he's more experienced, so Till wins that. And then we've got Tony Ferguson versus Salt Papi. I really want Ferguson to win this, man, but Salt Papi's actually good. He's for a novice who nobody knows. I've watched a few fights on Misfits, and he's pretty good, guys. He's not bad. He's got a good looping right, left sort of thing. I can't really break down a YouTube boxer and say how good they are, like Joey Essex going in and mixing it, thinking he's a fighter all of a sudden. No, you're not. You're a model, but it doesn't matter. You're fighting, so you have to sell the dream. You're now a fighter. Come on, man. You're trading lip gloss for shots. So whatever. It makes me laugh, but now all of a sudden you're born to fight. I had a tiger. Yeah, say what you got to say to sell it. I get it. But all these guys saying they're now fighters, it's either in you or it isn't. Joey Essex, yeah, he might look tough. And he probably will win, but forget his fight. I'm not even interested in that. Salt Papi versus Tony Ferguson. Pretty good fight, actually, as you've got an absolutely washed-up UFC fighter trying boxing for the first time against someone who's actually done well in it. So my logic goes Salt Papi. I really want Tony Ferguson to win, though, man. I really want El Kakoi to do this, but he ain't gonna. Got these jerseys on TikTok, by the way. I got it a little too big because the really short size, it was only about a tenner. £6 on TikTok shop. Get that in there. But they're pretty good wear. The stitching solid. Larry Bird, Boston 33. It's probably a little too big for me, but I'm not bothered. I'm wearing it in the house. It's baggy. I just went 2 XXL on it. Yeah, I think I went triple because the sizes are small. Anyway, TikTok shop. Just try and go a size up or down, whatever. You just keep buying them until you find the right size. That's what I do. They're only cheap, so you can afford to do it if they're cheap. You're not doing it on 2 dear ones, but the quality of the jersey is actually nice. Off that, I'm going to go with Salt Papi beating Tony Ferguson, guys, I think. I really want Tony Ferguson to do it, man. I really, really want him to do it. But every time I really, 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 really want a fighter to win, like I want Malignaggi to beat Tyler Goodjohn. Is it Tyler Goodjohn? Yeah. He won't. I know, off experience, watching fighters, Every time I want them to do it, and I go, yeah, I want them to come out and get one last win, just to end all the blemishes. When they've got more losses than wins off the legacy, it really does pee me off. Like, it's like you ruin your legacy making stupid decisions. But at the time, they weren't stupid decisions. You did what you thought was right. Tony Ferguson made the most crucifying decision of all time, fighting Justin Gaethje on like a week's notice. Stupidest weight drain, and it ruined his career forever after that. He lost his punch resistance. He was never the same. He was shattered confidence-wise. He lost that elusiveness all in one night, and then it all fell apart, like with BJ Penn's career. I can't stand it, like with Tito Ortiz. When fighters just ruin their careers and you just watch it and, yeah, they make money. Yeah, they're still in the game. I don't feel sorry for them. But by the same token, it really does suck having to see that, like, people you respected as a fighter getting battered by YouTubers. And this is what's going to happen to Tony Ferguson, I believe, unless he's really locked in. And I hope he gets the win. But I think Salt Papi, do you know what? He's quite light on his feet. He's got a stocky build, but he's lean down. He can punch with power. Now, whether he has technique to Tony Ferguson, probably not. But Tony Ferguson's never boxed. So, like, again, you're taking UFC technique. It's totally different. UFC striking and boxing striking are complete different animals. And even when he's training, he's not even look like he's doing proper boxing stance or spar work. He's messing about on the floor. It's not an MMA fight. So I don't know, man. I don't know how serious he takes this fight. I think they're all just messing about. But it's a show fight. It's sort of like an exhibition in a way. That's how I take a lot of these fights on Misfits. They're not real boxing. But, you know, you get what you get, and I'm not paying for it. So you get what you don't pay for. So I'll see the highlights. And I think Salt Papi edges it, to be honest. I'd love Tony Ferguson to do this, but he won't. So, and I think Joey Essex will win, actually. But that doesn't mean then he's going to go like headlining Wembley. He'll just stay headlining phone boxes in Essex. But he's got the name Joey Essex, who we all know. So yeah, this is the stupidity of entertainment. But you're still intrigued, because if I wasn't intrigued, I wouldn't do a video. So my opinion on it, and I don't care if you want it or not, you're getting it. Tony Ferguson wins. Loses, Salt Papi with a W. Salt Papi with a W. And Darren Till wins quite easily against Luke Rockhold. Might struggle a bit at first. Rockhold will go for the pressure fighting. He's not a striker. He's not. So yeah, he's going to get systematically beat up by Darren Till. Embarrassed. He knows he's going to like the Mike Perry, even though that was bare knuckle. The gloves won't protect him from the accumulation of shots that he takes. Darren Till, Salt Papi, and I'll give Joey Essex the win against the guy because he has got physical condition. So he'll probably use that. You know, it is what it is for talent of boxing. Darren Till is probably the best on the card in terms of who can look good boxing. And even he's not a boxer's boxer. But he's adapted well using his striking, because if anyone in UFC had the striking to elevate to boxing, I would firmly believe he's one of the best strikers in the world, Darren Till. He has that left hand, is as good as a lot of boxers. So even though it's UFC, it is tooled and it's very good. So Darren Till is one of them who's marketed on Misfits, and it's worked well for him because Misfits and Darren Till, it actually fits. But it fits because he's a misfit. So yeah, it's great. It's perfect marketing. KFC knows KSI. You know, on my bucket list. KSI knows exactly what he's doing, and he's a great promoter. yeah, and he's good, and he's probably just as good as Jake Paul at this now. He's got his own thing going, and fair play, he's having a laugh at it all. So yeah, great. Enjoy the show, guys. Tell us, who do you think's gonna win? Is Tony Ferguson gonna get that one last hurrah? I hope so, but I don't see it. And is Darren Till gonna get? Is Luke Rockhold gonna upset the world and beat Darren Till? I don't see it, but there you go. And is Joey Essex going to win? Whoa! I don't know. I've not seen enough. Get your comments in on this absolute circus of boxing that I'm just whatever. If I'm going to do a prediction, they might be easy ones. So there you go. Roll them in the bag. I don't think I've ever lost on a Misfits prediction because, yeah. You can see how it's going. So get your comments in, guys. Keep following my videos on YouTube Plays and yeah, share the vids, like or dislike. There is no truth, only human opinion. Peace.